Have you ever wondered what happens when a perfect life is suddenly shaken by a secret from the long-buried past? Imagine a quiet, happy family, living a simple, peaceful life. The husband and wife share a deep bond. Their two daughters fill the home with laughter, and everything seems absolutely idyllic. But one day, a single phone call changes everything. A past indiscretion, a forgotten chapter, suddenly comes knocking, threatening to unravel the beautiful tapestry of their lives. This is the world of the 1983 classic Masoom. Directed by the brilliant Shekhar Kapur, this film isn't just a story. It's a deep dive into the complexities of human relationships, guilt, and the incredible power of forgiveness. The film introduces us to D.K. Malhotra, played with remarkable depth by Naseeruddin Shah. He's a successful architect, a loving husband to his wife, Indu, portrayed by the ever-graceful Shabana Azmi, and a doting father to their two daughters, Pinky and Minnie. Their life is a picture of domestic bliss, filled with warmth and affection. But this perfect picture is about to be shattered. DK receives news that a woman from his past has passed away, leaving behind a son he never knew he had. This young boy, Rahul, is now an orphan with nowhere to go. Burdened by a sense of responsibility and a secret he's kept hidden for years, DK makes a difficult decision. He decides to bring the boy home, just for a while, until he can figure out what to do. He hopes to keep the boy's true identity a secret from his family, especially from Indu. When Rahul, played with heart-wrenching innocence by a young Jugal Hansrai, arrives at their home, he is a quiet, withdrawn child. His eyes carry a sadness that belies his age, and his silence speaks volumes about the loss he has endured. He is a ghost from a past that DK wishes could remain buried. For DK, the boy's presence is a constant, living reminder of his mistake. He is torn between his duty to this innocent child and his fear of destroying the family he loves. Naseeruddin Shah's performance is a masterclass in subtlety. You can see the internal conflict raging within him, the guilt, the love for his son, and the terror of his wife finding out the truth. And then there's Indu. Shabana Azmi's portrayal of a wife and mother whose world is turned upside down is simply breathtaking. Initially, she welcomes Rahul, assuming he is just a visitor. But she soon notices the strange tension in her husband and the uncanny resemblance between DK and the little boy. The truth, when it finally comes out, hits her like a tidal wave. Her perfect marriage, built on what she thought was a foundation of complete trust, is suddenly a lie. The film explores her emotional turmoil with incredible sensitivity. How do you react when you discover your husband has a child from another relationship? The betrayal is immense. The pain is sharp. Indu's initial reaction is one of shock, anger, and deep hurt. She can't even look at Rahul without seeing her husband's infidelity. The boy, in his complete innocence, becomes the symbol of her broken trust. He is an unwelcome guest in his own father's house, a silent victim of the adult's complicated history. What makes Masoom so powerful is that it doesn't paint anyone as a villain. You feel for DK, who made a mistake years ago and is now trying to do the right thing. You ache for Indu, whose pain is palpable and completely justified. And most of all, your heart breaks for little Rahul, who has lost his mother and is now caught in a storm of emotions he doesn't understand. All he wants is a family, a place to belong, a mother's love. The scenes between Indu and Rahul are the heart of the film. She tries to keep her distance, her heart hardened by betrayal. But Rahul, with his innocent questions and his quiet yearning for affection, slowly begins to chip away at the wall she has built around her heart. He doesn't know why this new mother figure is so cold to him. He just wants to be loved. The famous song from the movie, Tujh's Naraz Nahin Zindagi, sung from Indu's perspective, perfectly captures her inner conflict. She's not angry at life, but she's bewildered by its silences and the pain it has brought her. As the story unfolds, we see Indu grapple with this impossible situation. Can she ever forgive her husband? And more importantly, can she ever bring herself to accept this child who is a constant reminder of that betrayal? The film asks a profound question. Is a child ever to blame for the circumstances of their birth? The relationship between Rahul and his two new sisters is also beautifully portrayed. At first, they are curious, then a little wary. But children have a way of seeing past the complexities of the adult world. They see a boy who is lonely and sad, and they extend their friendship, their toys, and their hearts to him. They accept him as their brother long before the adults can resolve their own issues. Their unconditional love serves as a powerful contrast to the turmoil brewing between their parents. One of the most touching scenes is when Rahul, feeling unwanted, decides to run away from home. The panic and fear that grip DK and Indu when they realize he's gone become a turning point. In that moment of potential loss, Indu is forced to confront her true feelings. She realizes that underneath all the pain and anger, a bond has formed. This little boy, who she tried so hard to push away, has quietly found a place in her heart. Shekhar Kapur's direction is masterful. He lets the story breathe, allowing emotions to build naturally. The film doesn't rely on loud melodrama. Instead, it finds its power in quiet moments, in unspoken glances, and in the raw, honest performances of its actors. The cinematography creates an intimate, cozy atmosphere within the family home, making the emotional cracks that appear all the more devastating. And of course, we have to talk about the music. The soundtrack by R.D. Burman, with lyrics by Gulzar, is legendary. Songs like Lakti Ki Kothi became an anthem for children across the country, a joyous celebration of innocence. But it has the poignant melody of Tuj's Naraz Nahin Zindagi that truly captures the soul of the film. It's a song about wrestling with fate, about finding meaning in sorrow, and it elevates the story to another level. In the end, Masoom is not just about a family crisis. It's a story about the true meaning of family itself. It teaches us that family isn't just about blood or shared history. It's about acceptance, compassion, and the courage to love even when it hurts. It's about understanding that people make mistakes, and that forgiveness is often the only path forward. Indu's journey from a betrayed wife to a loving mother is the emotional core of the film. Her decision to finally embrace Rahul as her own son is a testament to the resilience of the human heart. It's a powerful moment of grace and redemption, not just for DK, but for herself. She chooses love over bitterness, compassion over resentment. Masoom remains a timeless classic because its themes are universal. It speaks to anyone who has ever been hurt, who has ever made a mistake, or who has ever struggled to forgive. It reminds us that innocence or Masoomiyat can be a powerful force for healing, capable of melting even the most hardened hearts. It's a gentle, moving, and profoundly human film that stays with you long after the credits roll. It makes you think about your own relationships and the importance of empathy. It's a reminder that sometimes the most difficult choices are also the ones that lead to the greatest love. It's a beautiful, heartbreaking, and ultimately uplifting story about the messy, complicated, and wonderful thing we call family. Thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on this film? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into classic cinema. See you in the next one.